freedom is Helldivers, and wow. No sooner do I come back from my wedding that all hell breaks loose. There's a lot to dive into, so let's get right into it. On the Illuminate Death Frontier, Hydrobius has completely disappeared into a spatial distortion that my coworker, Phantom XD, has dubbed the Squoom. At least he did before he dropped out of contact with the Liberation Fleet. We're still trying to figure out what exactly happened. There was a thermonuclear detonation registered on the island of Felspar where he was operating, and reports of intense fighting. The situation is still unclear, but word is that they're dealing with a lot of casualties down there. But Phantom is a professional. He's the best. I'm sure he's got the situation well in hand and completely under control. And we've got plenty to do on our end. Hydrobius is the third planet to vanish into the Squoom, and when I say vanish, I mean gone. There's nothing out there but vacuum now. That can't be good. At the same time, the Cyborgs were attempting to solve their border gore problem with an invasion of the Western Galactic Quadrant, only to meet democracy's righteous backhand last week, as one does. At the very least, the toasters aren't causing any more problems. At least, not at the moment. Currently, the Liberation Fleet's major order is another ill-fated expedition into the gloom, specifically to complete 1,750,000 operations on Omicron, presumably to cut down on the number of supertube streamers cluttering up the bandwidth at the galactic neck. Basically, the criteria is, if human rights for certain types of people around this time of year are a subject of debate for you, congratulations, you just skipped the line. Get in there, you little Pop-Tart. I believe in you. Now, just a casual reminder, Helldivers. Operations are a series of 3 missions. If you don't finish the whole thing, it doesn't count. But sweet liberty, the natives are not making this easy. Omicron is playing host to Hive Lords and the usual medley of gloom-related debuffs. There's a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and just race through these, okay? Reinforcements reduced by 2 per squad member. All orbital stratagem cooldowns increased by 15 seconds. Number of magazines for all weapons decreased by 25%. Ammo and supply boxes contain 50% fewer magazines each. Eagle rearm times increased by 30%. Stem needles are slightly judgmental. Terminid 3 increases reloading value by 6.7%. Super destroyer crews are unionizing at barrage because the coffee machine is still offline. All stratagem inputs occasionally autocorrect to the hiding note. Guard dog rovers have become emotionally codependent. Sentries deploy in whatever direction feels funniest. Pelican 1 separates destination exit. Pelican 1 now experiences terrible parking anxiety. Pelican 1 refuses to land until everybody says pretty please. Pelican 1 takes the scenic route from around. Reload speed decreased according to existential threat. Squad members have their names written on your HUD in Comic Sans. Objective range is now listed as somewhere over there. Visibility increased but only for enemies due to fog machine overuse. Locals are now subject to homeowners association. Aircraft free shell extraction zones now move 6 inches to the left every minute until the main objective is complete. Please consult your doctor if symptoms persist for 2 operations following departure from the gloom. That's not the only problem within the TQZ, mind you. At the moment, Crimsica is under Dragon Roach attack, and they are igniting the E-710 storage units, worsening our current supply shortfall. The bad news is that the SDC level is 35, so the attack is not small. The good news is that our Cape Crusaders are on the job. They're running the ugly kids out of town and should have the situation fixed in roughly 30 hours. Which will go a long way to rectifying that extensive debuff list that I just rattled off. High Command is also instructing Helldivers to send 2 million Dragon Roaches to Grandpa's farm upstate. Fun fact, flak rounds, particularly for autocannons, were originally designed to clean the sky of enemy aircraft. Do with that information what you will. At the same time, Bull Rock and Acamar... 4? I think it's 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4. It's IV. We're not doing that bit again. I can't count. Shut up. Acamar 4 is requesting a Helldiver assistance, so this Terminid migration is ranked at level 4, that being a particularly strong sector surge. High Command doesn't like people talking about this, but with the synchronized attacks like this targeting our strategic infrastructure, I could talk, I swear, it is clear that this is no longer mere animal migration, but intelligent intent. Point is, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Lastly, it appears that Haze Bay, back in the Illuminate Death Frontier, is struggling with a little bit of a mindless mass zombie problem. Is this the site of the next Illuminate assault, drawing another planet into the dreaded Squoom? Or simply them dumping off the remains of the last batch of Redditors downfooting Super Earth Priapus because the squids don't need them anymore? Only time may tell. That's been Liberty's Latest with me, Ponderatheradioangel. Sorry that your summer vacation's been canceled, buckaroos, buckarettes, and my non-binary battle buddies. But there's plenty of places out there that need help, so don't waste any more time sitting here listening to me. The enemy be maneuverous and darn near everywhere, but that 4 kg mess of democratically full automatic firepower in your paws has the solution to both of those problems. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.